Rowdy, with Ian Thorpe having retired from the sport right now, there's so much focus on Grant Hackett, the leading face for the Aussie men.
Well, he's certainly carrying the mantle for this team, for both the men and the women. And, you know, you look at other swimmers like this man right here, Peter Vanderkay and Larson Jensen right there in lane number 7. The rest of the world's starting to inch up on Grant Hackett. And even though he's had a disappointing year, Ted, I still think if you list the top 10 swimmers in history, he's always going to be in my top 10, and he's certainly the greatest distance swimmer, in my mind anyway, in history.
And that was what was so shocking, to see him fall so badly in the 800 and the 1500 in the Worlds.
Well, like you said earlier, he's had a lot of major distractions this year. If you talk about changing coaches, that's his longtime coach, Dennis Cottrell. He not only changed coaches, but he moved from cities. He went from the Gold Coast to Melbourne. He's had some shoulder surgeries. He's had some major distractions along the way. He's getting married to a big giant pop star in Australia. He's really got a lot of pressure on him right now, and he's just had a tough year.
Here's Nick Frost. He's taking it out very fast, a 20-year-old Aussie in lane 8.
Yeah, this is a little bit unusual. The talk on the deck was that he was going to go out real fast and actually try to have a good time for the 200 freestyle. Doesn't expect to swim even the back half at all, just to be able to finish the race in order for that first 200 to count. So he's sort of the rabbit of the race. Don't count him in as far as at the end.
Right now, the top American is in lane 7. It's Larson Jensen, 21-year-old from Southern California.
Well, Grant Hackett, we talked about what a disappointing year he's had. He's looking pretty good early on, though. Only 150 meters into it, and he's looking sort of like the old Grant Hackett in the fact that he's got nice early speed. He doesn't look like he's exerting too much energy, backing off on the legs. He's at the top of the screen right now, remember. Nick Frost at the very bottom. He's sort of the rabbit, as I mentioned earlier. Watch him. He's probably going to touch here.
Well, he's doing his job. I mean, he's really gone out.
Yeah, he's going out fast. It's still not going to be a great 200 time, but see, he touches now, gets that 200 time, hoping to be on a future 800 free relay, perhaps for the Australian national team. A good solid time, but now you see him slow down and the rest of the field go by him.
Yeah, so Nick Frost did his job for 200 meters, and now it's Larson Jensen in lane 7 and Grant Hackett in lane 2.
Well, this could be a classic duel, just like you had in the 1500 in Athens when Larson Jensen won the silver medal just behind Grant Hackett. And because they've spread themselves out from the rest of the field, Ted, you can see that Larson Jensen, looking to his left, has got a pretty good eye on Grant Hackett way up there in lane number 2.
And he's got an edge on him right now. Peter Vanderkay is holding 3rd. Craig Stevens of Australia looks to be pushing Vanderkay for 3rd place, but Jensen right now beginning to lengthen a little bit.
Boy, this is shaping up to be a really good swim for Larson Jensen. The American record split, he's not going to be near the world record, but the American record split was 2:48.2. He is right on American record pace.
Of course, the American record held by Cleet Keller, who's here but not a factor in this race. It's Larson Jensen, a good body length plus ahead of Grant Hackett.
And this is the epitome of what's happened with Grant Hackett this year. Now he's really fallen off the pace, really struggling. His split on that was 58.5. Larson Jensen with 56.7, almost 2 seconds faster than Grant Hackett on that 3rd 100. And Larson Jensen's going to win this not only with a spectacular time, but a chance at the American record.
Well, Larson Jensen's going to bring it home. Now can he catch 3:44.11? That's Cleet Keller's record.
I don't know. He certainly has the kick to provide it right now. The crowd's starting to get into it with Australians trying to get in for seconds, but Peter Vanderkay's doing a good job for the runner-up. 3:44.21. No.
Nope, won't be a record, but Larson Jensen with the win, and the U.S. takes 1 and 2. Jensen and Vanderkay.
Oh, Larson Jensen's got to be thrilled with that time. 3:45 flat sets him up so well. And yes, that's a three-pointer, my man.
And what a shock to see a great swimmer like Grant Hackett. As you said, Rowdy, about 3/4 of the way through, it was as if he hit a wall.
Yeah, it's a sad, sad demise of a great swimmer, but don't count him out. He's got another 16 months to get back on top.